As we look to 2021 and beyond, BT's Dónal Munnelly looks at the cybersecurity trends that businesses can expect. What sort of trends do you see growing in cybersecurity in 2021 and beyond?
In 2021, I think we're going to see a bigger growth in the amount of ransomware attacks we're seeing. We're already seeing, standard ransomware attacks, but we're starting to see DDoS with ransom notes attached. Companies are being asked to, provide a certain amount of Bitcoin, or they'll get hit with a DDoS attack. This year, it's probably more prevalent because we have the home worker as well as the internet connection that supports the customer's websites. So getting hit with a DDoS attack not only takes out your e-commerce site, but it might also take out your home workers.
How has COVID-19 changed how businesses need to prepare for that sort of thing in the year ahead and going forward?
Well, I think with COVID-19, it's really a different operating system for us now. We're not all in the office, we're all out in the wilds. So typically, network security was based around the kind of castle walls approach. So people were within those castle walls. They, had their entry checked upon at that portcullis as such. And once they were inside the castle, then everybody was happy. And, security teams built up those walls as high as they could to prevent people getting in. Now nobody's in the castle, but everybody needs to get the data. And sometimes the data is now not even in the castle. So people are out in the wilds, and it's really around, having a kind of a zero security or a zero trust model about how we access that data and how we share data between the company and other people. A lot of companies have moved to the cloud at pace. So we're seeing a really, really big move for companies to provide services through cloud to their remote workers. So there's a big change for companies there in terms of how they would access that data, how their employees would access that data, and the security around moving to the cloud. So it's all well and good to move to the cloud, but you need to make sure there's appropriate security procedures in place for your staff to be able to access the right cloud services in the right place from the right device.
And what kind of challenges do they need to think about first in terms of moving to the cloud?
Well, it's really around, do you need to move to the cloud? What elements of your business do you need to move to the cloud? Some businesses have legacy systems which, maybe never will be able to move to the cloud and need to keep them on-prem. But some other parts of their business, maybe like CRM or call center, that kind of stuff can move to the cloud quite easily and have pre-prepared cases for it. There's a lot of different use cases for those types of scenario, and there's a lot of straightforward security rules that would go with that. So it's really about, do you need to move to the cloud in its entirety, or are there certain elements of your business, with your home workers there that you need to support through cloud means?
What areas of cybersecurity do you think aren't being discussed enough by business leaders?
Well, I think an interesting one that isn't being discussed is the cyber maturity assessment. So how mature is your business in terms of cybersecurity? What elements do you have in place? A lot of businesses talk about point solutions. So we hear a lot about, firewalls or DDoS protection or SIEM systems, but they're just point solutions. They're not really a holistic view of your organization and how your organization is defending itself from the threats within your sector. So having that kind of holistic view of the big picture of the company really helps customers and companies move forward with their cyber assessment and see where they fit within that security model. They can also kind of baseline themselves against other companies to see what other companies are doing within their sector and where they fit.
Dónal, thank you very much.
No problem at all.